There we go. There's the fuel reserves. I think we've got her. Hello, YouTube. I am Lightly Salted, and welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to the U-Boat. You'll recall from the last episode, we had just picked up this HX convoy, and we're going to see what we can get done about that. Alright, let's go ahead and get an idea of where these ships are heading. It seems that for whatever reason, my points did not save from the last video, but that's okay. We'll just make new ones. I think we'll slow down a little bit. I know this Corvette is not currently... I don't believe this Corvette is outfitted with sound capturing devices. However, no reason to tempt fate. Course of 69 degrees. Sounds good to me. And it is locked in from last time, so that's interesting. I lost the points on my map, but the calculation I had plugged in the first place is still there. So that's quite something. Let's see now. I think I'll have Dragon jump on the depth steers for me. We're going to keep our heads down as best we can. And I believe we'll swap over to electric motors so the plume from our exhaust won't give us away. I'm not actually 100% sure if the game takes that into account. But, again, I find it's best not to tempt fate. I do plan on doing some experimentation with that in the future, just to make sure. Alright, our distance from this Corvette is 4 kilometers currently, so I'm going to go ahead and take a risk. I'll have the captain poke the periscope up for me, so we can get a speed check on our targets. 5 knots. Sounds about right. Let's go ahead and hide the periscope. Mr. Community is once again refusing to continuously work on the torpedoes. I'm just going to check management really quick. Mr. Community should be working that torpedo. He should be warming them. Well, yet another reason why I'm not fond of the new management system. I know many people in the community find it a lot of help. They actually really enjoy it, and once you've got it set up, it is actually absolutely fantastic. It's simply not my playstyle. We're going to go ahead and assume that all of our targets are doing 5 knots. It's a little dangerous running it that way, as you will from time to time run into the fact that certain freighters are traveling at different speeds in relation to each other. Okay, distance to target is 3 kilometers. I think we may actually stop the boat here. And I'll go ahead and calculate my distances manually. Mr. Community, I'm really going to need you to keep working on those torpedoes. Just refuses to switch automatically. A little on the annoying side, but there's not much I can do about that. Alright, distance to the farthest target will be 5 kilometers. Distance to the nearer, let's call it 3350. If all goes well, we'll be seeing some fireworks here momentarily. Okay, I'm going to now take the opportunity to dive through the convoy and see if we can make it to the other side unscathed. I do believe that this shot is going to miss. I must have calculated her distance slightly off. It's possible. These shots have a pretty good chance of hitting the target. I think we're only going to get her once. Incoming torpedo. And 2 strikes on the Empire. Nope, I would say that's going to be enough to take her down. It's unlikely that my missed shot is going to do any damage as it travels through the convoy. Alright, the NA-1 is gone. She has gone down. And the Sunset Park is burning. She's abandoned, and yes, she is going down. Our Corvette friends, of course, are now on the hunt for us. They are alarmed, as is the rest of the convoy, I have no doubt. I see 3 warships at the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, I found a cruiser. What are you? I can't zoom in all the way. There we go. Oh. Alright, I'm experiencing a bug in which I cannot zoom in all the way. Well, well, well. Look at you. Aren't you a pretty girl? I wonder if we can do anything about that. We're gonna have to keep an eye on her. Alright, battery and air are good. Morale, of course, is dropping. And there's really nothing I can do about that. Mr. Community, would it be at all possible for you to start reloading torpedoes, maybe? Really not loving this bug. Not a fan of what I'm running into here. Mr. Dragon, why don't you go ahead and give him a hand? As we no longer require your services on the depth steers. Community, really hoping you unbug yourself here at some point, mate. That would be fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corvettes and a cruiser. I'm thinking we get into the middle of the convoy, much like previous playthroughs, do some damage, and see if we can annoy that cruiser into increasing its speed a little bit. She is lagging behind. So I think we'll travel to here and then move out this way. Just give me a moment to clean up the map a little bit. We do have a tanker in the group. That would be fun to sink. Mr. Community, I really want more torpedoes, please. Really. Dragon's back on the engines. Of course, Taff is navigating. We're at 100%. All is well. Mr. Knox, why don't you go ahead and get your head down? Quebec, I'll have you jump on the big ears. Let's keep everybody as fresh as we can. Alright, our convoy has left alarm status. I'm going to go ahead and stop here. And we'll get distance checks as they come a little more abreast of us. Alright, we know they're on a course of 69. We know they're traveling approximately 5 knots. I believe I'll be shooting at... I may actually shoot at 3 targets here. I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll just have to see how long it's going to take to warm these torpedoes. I am quickly losing my angle. Since that cruiser is still quite a ways away, we're going to risk running the ventilation for just a little while here. Take advantage of it while we can. And we're going to creep up to 20 meters or so. Red, can you please keep helping Mr. Community? Unfortunately, I can't trust him anymore. I think we'll kill the vents now before the cruiser gets within hearing range of us. My tanker is sitting at roughly the 2,500 mark. I have an NA1 sitting at my 3 kilometer mark. I have what appears to be a C3 just shy of the 4 kilometer mark. So we're going to go ahead and call her 3,800 because she's drifting closer to us. This target, we'll go ahead and leave it at 3 kilometers. This target we'll call 2,400. Okay, I'm thinking 1 for the NA1. I'd like to try just 1 at the tanker. With any luck, she's loaded with fuel, so the tanks will blow and she'll go down on her own. I'd like very much to put 3 into the C3. She's quite a large ship. Okay. Curses. Mr. Community. You're killing me.
Zu Befehl. Aye, aye, Herr Kaloy.
I need all the torpedoes. I need all of them. I'm no longer going to be shooting at the C3. The angle on the tanker is really going to mess that up. And having to wait for this torpedo has thrown off all of my calculations altogether. Let's go ahead and redo that one. Okay, so new plan. We'll put 1 into our NA1 since we know that will sink her, and I'll go ahead and use 2 on the tanker just to make sure. Alright, we're going to go ahead and dive back down to 50 meters or so and get ourselves below the convoy and get to the other side. My torpedoes are here. I think we might just clip her nose. Just clip her nose. Incoming torpedo.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. Treffer. Schwere Schäden.
Alright, one single strike on the tanker. Did not appear to be enough to light her up. That's unfortunate. And we've missed our NA-1. I did not calculate her position well enough. Very well. It's very unlikely this tanker is going to sink on her own. The convoy is, of course, alarmed at this point. Okay, I think we're going to take a bit of a risk here. I'm going to come up to 20 meters, and I'm going to attempt to pump one more torpedo into the tanker. She's at such a close distance that I have much less of a chance of missing her. We'll just have to get that torpedo warmed up and see if we can't put her down. Right about 1,200 meters from us. I think I'll risk the shot. Oh, here she comes. I'm going to hit her in roughly the same area as the last shot. There we go. There's the fuel reserves. I think we've got her. She's abandoned now. She's burning. And yes, she is going down. Alright, I believe we've got all of 2 torpedoes left. Yes, that is correct.
Jawohl.
And they are halfway finished their warming process. I'll go ahead and get community on them again. Recharge the warming. And we'll see if we can't get one more down. Alright, community, I'll have you warm torpedo 5. We're going to pump 2 into this Liberty, I believe she is. No, she is a C3. We're going to do our best to sink an alarmed C3 with 2 torpedoes. I don't recommend it. We'll come up to 20 meters. And we'll prepare to fire. I'm going to go ahead and throw it in as 11:25. We are moving toward her. So this is absolutely a best guess estimate on an alarmed vessel. Fire. We're going to change course here. We'll drop back down below the level of our enemies. And I think we will tag our Liberty. I'm expecting hits near the bow and center of ship. One coming in. And I believe our second... No, our second did clip her in the nose, so roughly amidships and nose. Not bad. I think she's going to go down on her own. That much damage up front on such a heavy ship, I'm thinking she may drive herself under. Okay, I'm going to get us away from the convoy at this point. Unfortunately, our cruiser is going to have to wait for us to fight another day, as I've shot everything I got. So, I won't be engaging in a surface battle with a cruiser today. Okay, we've lost sight of the C3 altogether, so yes, she is gone. And my plan is to get gone and eat up these kilometers. My plan is to simply get south. Oh, we do still have to pick up this U-boat, don't we? How long do we have? 2 days, 20 hours. Actually, it's worth doing that. It'll help me eat up my kilometers, and we'll pick up some additional budget as well. Alright, we have spotted our U-boat friend. We are to investigate the ship. So we'll bring her fairly close in. Slam on the brakes a little bit here. And I believe we will have Mr. Dragon. Mr. Dragon is closer to a level up, so I believe we will have him perform our investigation for us. Alright, unfortunately, yes, the ship was damaged by a mine, and the entire crew has been killed. We're going to go ahead and mine her. Ooh, quite a jump. Fantastic. Alright. We've done what we came here to do. By my estimation, we need a little less than 1,000 kilometers. It's going to take us that to get home anyway. So let's go ahead and do that. Visual contact. When it says that, it normally means a U-boat. We'll go ahead and ignore it for now. Ordinarily, enemy ships are smoke on the horizon or similar. Visual contact, in my experience, is almost always a U-boat. So my suggestion is to give them a pass whenever possible. Contrail. We have aircraft, and she's pretty well on top of us because the detection process in this game is not yet what it should be. Alright, we've got to get the flak gun rolling here. Mr. Taff, let's do this thing. We are going to slow down, and the reason for that is I don't want the aircraft knowing our exact speed. She will probably come around. We'll give it time. It's very unlikely that she missed us altogether. What do we got? She is a bomber. She is indeed a bomber. Alright, let's see what she's gonna do. Okay. The aircraft missed us. I've never seen that before. She apparently did not see us. Or she has a more important target. Huh. Well, there you go, YouTube. Something new. Alright, let's fire back up to max speed here. And we'll get where we're going. Alright, folks, we've made it home. Skipper, let's go on and talk to the boss man. Deeply impressed. Sounds good. Red Dragon, you've picked yourself up the Iron Cross 2nd Class. Thank you for your service. Taff points towards the German crossing Gold. And Skipper is still accruing points towards the Knight's Cross. Okay, 20,000 budget and 33% more reputation. We sank 43,488 tons in 6 days, 18 hours at sea, with a total distance traveled of 24,048. Not a bad run. Not a bad run at all. Alright. We do have a level up, Mr. Knox. You will be picking up a new skill set today, my friend. And you are, of course, my medic, so you will be getting the paramedic skill. You may provide medical help without the use of a first aid kit, but since you always have yours, this will be done twice as fast as normal. Alright, not a bad patrol overall, running into that large convoy. That's 2 patrols in a row. I'm loving that. I hope that continues. Would have liked to have taken a shot at that cruiser. That would have been something. Better luck next time, I suppose. And with that, folks, I'm going to be leaving the episode here. Consider leaving a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Links to my social media, Twitter, Discord, and Twitch are all in the description down below. Until next time, I've been lightly salted. Thanks for tuning in. Bye now.